All right, Vancouver home hunters, gather round. Home sellers, you too. It's Josh Kepke with Real Broker, and I'm about to unravel the wild web that is the greater Vancouver real estate market. Now, I've crunched the numbers, I've spoken to lots of my realtor colleagues, and I've now got the real story on what's happening across the region. I'm going to share it with you. Now, there is optimism in the air that wasn't there before, but with increased optimism comes increased competition. So don't get caught off guard. Here's the breakdown of what you need to understand this season. Now, let's get into the specific neighborhoods, starting, of course, with Vancouver's West Side. Now, the West Side, that's the land of the multi-million-dollar listings, right? Well, there's a twist in the plot. Maybe those astronomical prices have hit a ceiling. More listings are cropping up, and they're selling for 5% under asking on average. Now, this tells me that the buyers are pushing back a bit. Now, if you've got the buying power and the patience, don't wait until it heats up in the spring. You might actually have more room to negotiate than you'd think. Vancouver's East Side, East Van, with its quirky charm and its eclectic mix, is still a highly desirable place to live. That's no doubt, but it does mean fierce competition for those character homes. But here is the thing. Condos, they're actually offering buyers a shot. It's less chaotic than downtown, but still with that quintessential East Van energy. First-time homebuyers and smaller investors, pay attention. Okay, moving things along, let's talk about downtown Vancouver. Talk about a market with split personality. Tiny starter homes are disappearing in a flash, and savvy buyers, those fueled by potential interest rate drops, they know it could be a now or miss out. Larger units, though, you actually have some time to weigh your options. There's less demand compared to earlier this year or last year, let's say. So find out what your non-negotiables are. There might be some opportunities that you didn't expect. North Vancouver, well, all right, North Van, my hometown. Now, I see you with those prime views and those higher end homes. That seller's market hasn't vanished, but something is shifting here. We're seeing a small but promising increase in listings, but condos and houses, they're still going for full price on average. So don't wait to pounce if you see your dream place. Now let's move it out a little bit past Vancouver and North Van. Let's look at Burnaby. Let's be real. This is a prime example of why timing is everything this season. Sellers still hold the cards in Burnaby big time, but those rising interest rates have cooled off some of the buy at any cost frenzy. So now could be the moment to find that perfect house before the spring buying rush puts it out of reach. Now, condos and townhomes, those offer buyers a tiny bit more breathing room to strategize with their finances. Moving on to New Westminster. Now, New West, I know you're trying to be the haven for hopeful buyers. It's time for some tough love. Houses out there, while they are more affordable relative to the neighboring communities, Surrey excluded, they are still well over $1 million, more like well over 1.25 for the most of it. However, the condos, those are offering a glimmer of hope. The seller's market is showing signs it could soften, and there are opportunities in areas like Uptown and Queensboro. So keep your eyes peeled for that shift if affordability is key. Let's talk about Coquitlam, super popular area. Balanced markets, which is what we've got right there. That means opportunity could be knocking a little bit louder. Buyers, pay attention. There's more diverse listings available across the board in Coquitlam. Investors who've been on the sidelines, they're also starting to perk up. So if you spot a great rental property in this area, act decisively before someone else snatches it away from you. Port Moody, it's like the new North Van. It's charm, reasonable commutes, somewhat a sense of a tight community. It makes everyone want to be in Port Moody right now. Lots of pre-sales happening there too. Inventory's up a bit, which helps, but buyers still face steep competition in those central neighborhoods. Pro tip, expand your search. Look beyond the hottest spots, and you might unearth a perfect home without a brutal bidding war. That said, the rescission period is making those not as scary as they used to be. See, it's not just about prices. Listen, it's more then price tags at play here. I am seeing savvy buyers factoring in those looming interest rate cuts, knowing that they can get more for their money if they jump before the spring. I don't want to say madness, but before the spring excitement takes over, investors, they're sniffing around again, which means more competition or opportunity, depending on your goals. This is a market for movers and shakers, not people that want to sit on the sideline. And that's always been the case in Vancouver, but particularly as we just get ahead and sort to go into the spring market. So there you have it. It's a no nonsense breakdown. If you want me to take a look at your street, analyze a listing, and tell you if it's overpriced, just hit me up. This market is dynamic, and you need more than just raw data. You need that insider know-how, the ability to make smart decisions. And that's why I'm here. So DM me on Instagram or Facebook. Let's strategize. Give me a call, 604-313-9805. Send me an email, sold@joshkepke.ca. Or you know what? Just comment below in wherever this is posted. I would love to have a conversation with you about it and hear your thoughts. So I'm Josh Kepke with Real Broker. Have a great long weekend. I'm recording this on Valentine's Day morning, which means it's the family day long weekend. And if you're still watching this, here is a little secret that you should know. The market in Vancouver and the area here, it always seems to really just jump into spring. Like things just really get moving on another level right after Valentine's Day. So maybe if you're in town over the long weekend, get out there, look at some open houses and see how busy it is. That should give you a temperature gauge, unless everybody's away on holidays for the long weekend. And then what the heck do I know? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, or you want to see some home tours especially, click this playlist right here. And if you want to have some more pro tips on how to succeed in these challenging market, click over here for my series called Full Disclosure. Have a great day.